Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, you want to learn about Talking Heads? And the origin of Psycho Killer? Oh, well, boy, do I have the story for you. Talking Heads first performed on June 5th, 1975 at Manhattan club CBGB. You probably know Talking Heads from songs like Burning Down the House, Once in a Lifetime, or Psycho Killer. Prior to June 5th, Talking Heads was more of a garage band and mostly played cover music. But they wanted to be more than that. They knew CBGB's rules were pretty loose, which makes sense with it being a punk club and all. But CBGB's had one very strict rule. If you were performing, you had to play original music. And so, main vocalist of the band, David Byrne, wrote Psycho Killer. Roughly a year later, the band had once again been playing at CBGB's when they caught the attention of the co-founder of Sire Records, Seymour Stein. In New York 77, The Coolest Year in Hell, Stein reports,
"This music was so hypnotic. I was being sucked into the room. Then I ran up after they were over. I said, 'You have to be on my label.'"
Although several of their songs were upbeat, Talking Heads was considered a punk band, but punk had some pretty severe implications to it. So in an attempt to maximize the success of the band, Stein renamed Talking Heads' upbeat punk-style music to New Wave, and it worked. By 1977, just 2 years after their first concert, Talking Heads released their self-titled album, Talking Heads 77. This album contained a polished version of Psycho Killer, whose sound had changed quite a bit since its first appearance. The album was fairly popular, with their most successful song, of course, being Psycho Killer. This popularity can be credited to the song's timely release, as from July 1976 to July 1977, there were 6 murders in New York, all of which were committed by serial killer David Berkowitz, also known as the 44 caliber killer.
The killer police are looking for is called the 44 caliber killer because of the weapon he has used.
A modern version of the old 44 caliber pistol used in the days of the Old West.
Because of the time of its release, many listeners believe that Psycho Killer was based on David Berkowitz and his psychotic behavior, but this is simply not the case. David Byrne explains the origin in a 2023 NPR interview where, in summary, he says he was inspired by the dramatic subjects of Alice Cooper's music and wanted to write something similar. And for those of you who don't know, Alice Cooper was well known for his macabre and horror-inspired music and aesthetic. The success of Talking Heads grew as the years continued, and the band even went on to make a critically acclaimed concert film. The film was titled Stop Making Sense, and to keep with the trend, opened with a performance of Psycho Killer. And although Talking Heads is not as popular as they once were, Psycho Killer's popularity still stands to the test of time.
Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est?